Here's Prescott, just throws it deep as far as his arm can take him. He caught it! Micah Parsons on the move. Micah Parsons is in! Welcome to the big show, Tony Pollard. Oh, going deep, it is intercepted.
But I'm not going to say a word, but I will say one thing right now.
Prescott, touchdown. Good protection, and the pass wide open. Touchdown, Lamb.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's Space Cowboy here with another video for you guys here today. And we have to talk about Jerry Jones once again slamming the door shut on any possibility of Jimmy Johnson getting into the Ring of Honor this season. Now, before we get any further into this video, if you can hit the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. It helps support the channel and fight against the YouTube algorithm. And on top of that, if you could subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're new so you get more Cowboys content as it comes out, that'd be great. So we know from the 2021 season when Terry Bradshaw at the Hall of Fame game pressed Jerry on the whole situation with the Ring of Honor and Jimmy Johnson, Jerry goes like, listen, I'm not trying to upstage the Hall of Fame, but he is going to be in the Ring of Honor. He will be in the Cowboys Ring of Honor, and we're all getting happy. Jimmy's like, well, I'm alive? Like, what's going on? And I think that's where things really get interesting from that point forward, because with Jerry saying he's going to be in there, he's on tape saying it. He then goes through the whole 2021 season saying, like, listen, we don't want to take away from Jimmy being put into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he'll be in there, don't worry. And then excuse after excuse after excuse. It's like getting ridiculous. And then this most recent excuse is even more egregious. You want to know what Jerry said? I cannot believe this. He said the following: it's not about who I am going to put in the Ring of Honor. We're going to be making those announcements as we go. We just let that go. I've got a couple of coaches in addition to Jimmy that ought to be in that Ring of Honor. And, you know, Jerry declined to acknowledge who are those coaches. And he goes, I'm not going to talk about that. But the point is that the Ring of Honor should be very, very exclusive. And it's good whenever we do. We get to talk about it as much as we do. It gets more attention than it does if we loaded it up. Dude, we're just asking you to put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. We're not asking for something ridiculously elaborate. Now, again, this is not like a naive take. We know that Jerry's ego is refusing him to put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor. DeMarcus Ware just got put into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, so he's going to be in the Ring of Honor most definitely. He's the career sack leader for the Dallas Cowboys. He's definitely going to be in there. Then there's a discussion of, is Tony Romo going to go in there, right? And then what other coaches are there? Jason Garrett? Barry Switzer? Bro, I swear to God, if those guys get in before him, oh my God, I think that the entire stadium is going to get burnt to the ground pretty much. And then on top of that, you have to look at it for what it is. Jerry, it's not that difficult, dude. All we're asking is to put him in there and give him the recognition he deserves. There's only one coach in there. Tom Landry, right? Deservingly, like literally the face of the Cowboys of the early days and even moving forward, right? Like, we do the fucking Landry shift every goddamn time. It's a tradition. Jimmy Johnson has won you 2, if you want to count it, 3 Super Bowls. Doubled and plus the amount that the Cowboys had before he came here, before you got the team. And you're just coming up with every fucking excuse in the book. Oh, we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, there's other coaches I got to put in there. Oh, bruh, who the hell else? There's only 2 coaches that deserve to be in there. Only 2. Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson. That is it. Let's just call a spade, bro. You are refusing to put him in there because you know that you don't want to acknowledge. I guarantee you there is a higher likelihood that Jerry Jones puts himself in the Ring of Honor before Jimmy Johnson gets put in there. I would be flabbergasted. I mean, for God's sake, it took a while for Darren Woodson to get in there. And again, he's the franchise leader career for tackles, right? Like, we're talking about dudes that have been meaningful contributors to the franchise. And so for me, this isn't hard. You put him in there. There's other players you had to start putting in there. We're not asking you to put every fucking person in there. The fact that you say there's other coaches that you think that should be put in there with Jimmy is just a load of shit. And we know that this is why this is so important. Is because with what he said at that Hall of Fame game back in 2021, it's only a matter of time when we keep asking him, hey, when are you going to put him in there? He's going to say something so dumb that we're going to catch him up on it. And you could say that this is the dumbest thing he said. But again, this is a fucking problem. And you might be saying, like, there are some Cowboys fans, there is a sect of the Cowboys fan base that's like, why do we care about this? Because it's the right thing to do, and there is a legitimate theory that this team has a curse placed on it because Jimmy Johnson and the football gods really are looking at the Jimmy Johnson situation, I should say, and they're like, bro, you need to do right, and you need to get him in there. It's not difficult. We're not asking for a fucking parade. We're not asking for anything crazy. We're just asking for the guy that contributed to this franchise's rebirth, and the reason it's where it's at today is that he gets inducted. You can get inducted as well if that's the compromise. You could put yourself and Jimmy in there. I'm cool with that. It's the right thing to do, and I don't think Jerry Jones is going to do it, and I guarantee you that, and I said I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine, and I also mentioned it on a Twitter space. I was like, if the Cowboys put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor, they're winning the Super Bowl that year. Like, that would be the funniest shit ever. But again, I don't think that Jerry Jones will put him in there unless the Cowboys win a Super Bowl on his own. No Jimmy Johnson asterisk whatsoever. And so we document this every year. We talk about it. And it's just interesting, the excuse that keeps changing. Like, oh, we got other things to do. Oh, there's other coaches. Like, shut the fuck up and put him in there. Enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of the excuses, Jerry. It's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. And it's just embarrassing at this point. It is what it is. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. And just tell me down below, like, is there something else that's going on that maybe I don't know about, aside from the ego trip that Jerry's on, all that other stuff? But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.